think by the public you're misunderstood?
Bodies.
I can't wait to see my therapist. I'm going on Monday.
These niggas aren't worth it. I'm not worth it. I'm talking about I am niggas too. Like,
So I'm here with my first guest of 2024, Salomon Janvier.
voila. Thank you for having me.
You're ridiculous.
Feeling special already, like the first.
You actually should feel special. You know you're the first male.
I'm the first male, and also I was born in January,
Yeah.
the very first month of the year. So I'm first in everything.
Okay.
Shit, yeah, no. Talking about winning, yeah.
All right. So you were setting the precedent then for the men on this podcast.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's tough shoes to fill, innit?
It is.
Oh,
It
it's
is.
very, very tough. Like,
Oh, okay.
who can dress like this?
Oh.
Exactly. Who can talk like this?
Not many.
Who can smile like this?
Right. You know, I was about to give you your accolades, but you already did them. So,
Yeah.
anyway, you are a multifaceted creative in Brisbane.
Thank you.
And I know that we spoke. So, by this time that you guys are seeing this episode, our interview will be out. So, how has life been since then?
Since the last interview we did,
Yes.
life has been good. Life's been the same. I would say in terms of figuring things out slow by slow. It's been interesting. It's been interesting, but I've been more healed, I would say. So I'm here. I'm happy. It's a new year, new beginnings. I'm here on the podcast with you. Smile back. So
Yeah.
I think things are working out pretty well. So yeah.
That's good. That's happy. That's what I want to hear. I actually do feel like 2024 will be a good year for you, for me, for many. I have that feeling. Everybody loves to say that at the start of the year.
Yeah.
But this is why I say I have a whole new mantra to like what makes a good year. So before I used to be like, it's your year because things happen and they fall into place. Now I'm just like, it's going to be your year because whatever you've learned and been through you'll just be able to navigate what's next.
That's very true. Honestly, I thought you were going to say new year, new me. I'm reborn.
No, new year. Better me, but
you,
same
right.
me.
I love that for sure.
Yeah.
How about you? Like, what's been happening since the last interview we did in November?
We had the holidays. So straight after that, we had the holidays. I spent time with the family. You know, that's always a good and interesting time.
Tell me about
Everybody
it.
all up under each other.
Yeah, for sure.
But you guys are a whole other level of all up under each other because there's so many of you.
Yeah. Like, for people who don't know this, I have like 9 siblings. So including me, there's 10 of us. And can you imagine how that is like? But I love it. I love the whole idea of like having a big family.
Yeah.
And you know, obviously there's a lot of misunderstandings among as you can expect. You know, we're all we all one same mom, same dad.
Yeah.
You expect us to be quite similar, but everyone is like unique in their own way. So it makes things very interesting. How about you? How many siblings you got?
I have 3 siblings, so we're one of 4. But my dad comes from, he's one of 9.
1 on 9.
Again, both same parents. They were busy. And so, yeah, and then we have cousins. You know what's funny? I saw this thing on Instagram and it was like, if you don't understand black families by now, if your mom grew up with my mom and they're still friends, then we're cousins. And then that on that. So that literally is like our house. There is never not people there. There is never not cousins over, which I love. But yeah, it's not a quiet time at all.
Yeah, it's cool. We're all African families quite the same. You know? There's so many cousins that are, you know, we're not blood related, but it's cousins. It's beautiful energy.
Yeah.
You know, but I just don't like it when you claim to be my cousin and you can't dress. I don't know you.
Well, maybe you need to be doing some work then. You gotta be working harder in the family.
In the family?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
You gotta be styling them.
Stop. They can afford my prices. I'm joking.
No family discount.
Nah.
No.
Just yeah.
Yeah.
All doing our own thing, and it's beautiful like that. I think. I can't expect everyone to do the same thing, really. Even with the fashion, that was just a joke. But
Yeah,
do better, though, cousins.
that's
Dress
good.
better.
So, but
Joking.
was it a good time? Like, was it actually fun? Was it nice being with the family, everyone
Oh, it
getting
was great.
together?
What I mean, like this that last Christmas, it was the second time we've celebrated Christmas as a family ever. Our entire,
Oh,
because back home we never really celebrate Christmas.
yeah.
Even when we came to Australia, we just still Christmas. But New Year's though, we celebrate New Year's. Like Congo, celebrate New Year's like Bon année, bonne fête. That's like Happy New Year. It's like a big
Okay.
celebration. So it's always been a celebration on New Year's. How about you? Like, but you, from what I know about you, you live in UK. You've only lived in Zimbabwe briefly. But do
Yeah.
your family celebrate Christmas more or New Year's?
So we don't celebrate Christmas, but this year on the day, because all of us siblings, we don't all live in the same place or even the same state. We're together. We had like a big family barbecue.
Yeah. How was that?
Yeah, and then
Put a shrimp on the barbie.
yeah, the shrimp on the barbie was what it was. When you bring four big personalities together, it's interesting, but I love them all. And New Year's in Zimbabwe. Zimbabweans like to have a good time anyway, okay? They like to drink. So if there's an
Zimbabweans drink.
occasion,
I was ready to pound on you. I'm like, yo, you guys drink.
yeah.
Drink.
So if there's an occasion where they, gotcha, yeah, barbecue and like have what they need to have, then there's any. So every occasion, any occasion, whatever it is, they're gonna be together. But this year was a good one. I did put on my socials. I didn't go out on New Year's. I was really conscious of it. I've been out every New Year's except once when I got COVID.
Oh,
That one was a sad one because we actually had a boat party.
I went out.
Yeah, all right. Just to rub
I
it in.
just came out from COVID.
Okay.
I got tested just before, because that's when the new just announced after a couple of days,
Yeah.
you can just do your own test, and if it comes out negative, you can go.
Yeah.
I was over because I had COVID, so like one of my friends, she told me, "Oh, you see the news?" So I pulled up. She pulled up to me with a test because it
Yeah.
was very hard to find, and yeah, she gave it to me. I did that shit. I passed. I never been so happy because I want to party, baby. I want to party.
Yeah, damn sure we know that. We'll talk about that in a second.
So you missed that year.
That year, yeah, that was the only year I haven't done something like more big or outlandish. This year, I purposefully was like, I'm not doing it. I didn't feel like this is weird for some people to understand, but my gut is so intuitive. Every single time I don't listen to it, something happens. And I just knew because I had been out the weekend before.
What happened?
And that's when some bee, put a lollipop in my hair. Yeah, and I only realized when I got home. So I was like,
lick like a lollipop. Did you lick it?
Ew, it ain't funny. It ain't funny, okay? That stuff was, it's like putting gum in your hair. Childish. So
That's hot.
I was just like, after the year it had been, after everything, I was like, I don't want to go out. It was actually the best decision. I had no regrets. I had no FOMO. I woke up really early and I went to my favorite restaurant. I got my favorite pancakes while the rest of y'all were hungover with your.
I never woke up.
Yeah.
Because I never went to sleep.
Yeah.
What hangover?
Well, the rest of y'all were out and tired. I woke up good for 2024, and since that day, it's been good. So I have no regrets.
Yeah. 2024, we don't wake up. We just stay out.
Okay.
Sleep is for the week, right?
Okay.
Sleep is for the week.
Okay, you keep that to
Nah, I'm
yourself.
joking.
Not
But that's
dealing
amazing.
with
That's
anemia.
amazing, though. That's amazing that you're with you. I think, like, one of the hardest thing to do is like being able to resist this thing, the fun, those moves, or like places that you shouldn't be at if you have a certain goal. And especially if it's something that you constantly do, so we come to a place where it's like you're like a slave to it. So being able to resist it, I think it's like, even for me, it's one of the mottos this year. I'm like, I want to be able to resist all these fun things I want to do, or just trying to stay leather focused.
Yeah. Like
Yeah.
me, like if really ask anyone and attest to it most of the time before last year if someone said let's go somewhere I'll be like yeah let's go to Byron Bay okay she might have said 4 hours before
Yeah.
let's go to the Gold Coast okay I something just clicked last year and I was when I really started to hone in on my goals and
Yeah.
I don't know if it's getting in your mid 20s we're still young as hell first of all but it's getting
Oh.
in your mid 20s and like starting to really like think about life and what I want to do I was just like if I don't want to go out or if I don't want to do this I'm not going to I'm not gonna do what I don't want to do if I want to do
Sure.
it I'll do it if I don't want to do it I don't do it
I like that.
and that's my motto for
Okay,
2024
okay. Gina 2024.
yeah.
The next billionaire in the making. Gina.
Billionaire. I don't even know if I need $1 billion, but I won't rebuke it. You know, whatever God has in
Hey,
store.
if God
If
bless you with a
God
billion
billion
dollars, you gotta
dollars,
accept you open heart,
yeah,
open arms, open heart again.
yeah.
Open hands. God, give me $1 billion. I need it right now. Please.
With the way inflation's going, yeah, many people do.
Exactly. Like how oh man, it's crazy, yo. It's crazy. Especially let's talk about inflation. Like how crazy is it? Like I mean if you're just a normal citizen and live in
Yeah.
Australia and you don't have like you don't own a business, like where you gotta operate overseas and stuff,
Yeah.
it's like it's cool because you don't really notice too much in the economy. Yes, things are expensive now in the shops and stuff, but if you're actually dealing with manufacturers overseas, whew, man, the way how low the Australian dollar has gone, it's crazy. It's so crazy. So like
It's despicable.
it's like you have to pay like 30% extra just because the Australian dollar has gone down, and it's like it's quite ridiculous. But hey, that's the world we live in today. So I think I definitely want that $1 billion.
It is the world we live in. I'm starting to feel older because remember when old people used to be like, when I used to go to the movies, it was 99 cents
Yeah.
for a popcorn, and you'd be like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
And now I'm saying like when I'm looking at fuel prices, I'm like, when I got my license, I remember it was 99 cents.
99 cents. Whoa, like it's crazy because like when it was like when the fuel was like 120, you're like 120. That shit is pricey.
Yeah.
And then like now it's like, can you imagine seeing 120 now on fuel? You'd be like,
Everyone would
what?
be at that station.
Who knew paradise was on Earth? Like, it's
Literally.
like, but it's interesting how things work.
Yeah, now we're double that. We're at 216.
wild.
216. And you know what's funny? When it happened, I thought it was gonna go back to normal. Like I was like, okay, yeah, we're going through a rough part. Because when it went to 160, that's when we were just like, whoa.
Whoa.
And then we were like, okay, yeah, it's gonna go back to normal. Now you see 160 and you're like, oh, I gotta pull over.
Yo, got full tank today.
Yeah, whether I'm a quarter or whether I'm 3/4, I gotta make it count.
You gotta make
So,
it count for sure.
yeah, it is crazy. The cost of living is crazy. The pressure on people is crazy. But that is the world that we are living in.
So what we're living today, we gotta adapt somehow.
So piggybacking off what I was saying earlier, so now you're in a better mental space. You're good to go. How are you feeling coming into this year, like with what you want to do?
That's a good question. I'm very excited actually. I'm very excited. The excitement comes from the idea of hope, and hope comes from once you have a vision for the creative direction you want to take things, and you're just very hopeful that and you're just excited to bring that shit to life. You know what I mean? Like it's that thing that keeps you moving. I think last year what I struggled with was like I went to a space where there was no hope at all. So I think now having hope, you feel this crazy energy in your soul, in your body. You wake up, you're excited, like you're coming to the library, coming to the studio, let's get this shit done. So I think it's really cool. So still taking everything bit by bit, because the last thing you want to do is to overwhelm yourself with so much on your plate, and because when it's so much on your plate, you end up doing nothing. Nothing gets done. So it's about like planning. This year is about planning your weeks short, by making sure that you finish those few goals that need to be done. So at least you're completing something. You're still consistent with it. So yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
How about you? How about you?
I love that. I love where you're at. I love where you're thinking. For me, I already shared this with you, but I watched this video on TikTok, and this is how I'm moving for the rest of my life.
Okay.
I no longer go by the year. You know how everyone gives a whole year and everyone does their year resolutions? This girl was saying that she was in a room full of like millionaires, and she was saying that the way that they talk is they put their years into quarters. And so it's every 3 months. So they have a goal to finish by every 3 months, which honestly makes so much sense, because when you look at 12 months, even though we feel, and especially as you get older, time flies, it feels like you have time. Like from here to December, it's like, okay, I've got time. But when you start giving yourself 3 months periods, you're like, oh, okay, I need to get this done in 3 months. I need to get this done. And it makes so much sense, because if you have a business, and especially when it's done well, your accountant sees you every 3 months, every quarter. I don't know why I didn't click on that. This is where we're suffering. This is where
Okay, but I'm learning
I'm
now.
putting you guys on game.
Millionaire mindset.
A millionaire
Shit.
mindset. Give yourself 3 months at a time. Your year is only 3 months. So whatever you have accomplished, put it into that, and then put it in whatever program. They ain't sponsoring me, so I'll let you know afterwards. And then you just start getting stuff done, and it feels good.
Feels good. I was gonna say, like, from what you were saying, times fly. I was gonna say, whichever bird that is in charge of my time, shit, they gotta replace that to a fart bird, because I want it to fly slow. Time needs to slow down, don't you think? Yo, maybe because we're older now, we're getting older. There's so much on the plate.
I'm still a baby girl. Stop saying older.
I am. I'm 25. Yeah, I'm 25. I'm 25 next
You
week.
are 25 by the time this
Next
comes out.
week.
Yeah.
Literally, like in five. How many days? Today's Friday, yeah?
Yeah, today's Friday.
Yeah, next week on Thursday, literally in 6 days, I'm 25. Half of 50. Damn, I need that.
Okay, now you didn't have to say it like that.
I need that fat bird to carry my time. I hope people don't get that wrong, honestly, because people are sensitive these days.
Yeah.
Let's talk about how sensitive people are these days.
People are crazy sensitive, and to put it on another level, I don't know what kind of year this is going into, but ever since the Cat Williams, damn, you can't admire nobody these days. I remember we had a conversation, and I said if there were 3 men I would want to sit at a table with, it was Steve Harvey, Bishop T.D. Jakes, and J. Cole. Now, J. Cole, you're safe, okay? You have been verified by many. We can still have dinner. Now, the other 2 are coming to question. I'm like,
questions.
you can't have nobody that you like. Back in the day, what happened to when celebrities were just celebrities and you knew nothing about their... Let me be very mindful when I say this. Nothing that's happened, no accusations, nothing is condoned. Everything is alleged at this point, but in terms of like those 2 men, they definitely were like Steve Harvey was definitely somebody that I really, really looked up to, and Kat just went in on him.
So are you saying, since what Kat said, now you don't look up to Steve Harvey?
No, it's not that, because honestly, I believe Kat. I'm not gonna lie, like that
I believe
man.
Kat too. I believe
that man.
Kat was catting.
Yeah.
Was catting ties, all them fake comedic. He was cutting. Nah,
but with the proof that's come out, even with the videos, it is significant. It's just to say, and there's a podcast I listen to, that you just can't be saying that you love these people. You can love their art, but like as individuals, to be honest, I don't want to meet none of my favorite artists. I hope none of us cross paths, because I want to be able to admire your art from a distance. But yeah.
I want to meet my favorite artist.
Okay.
I don't know about you, but yeah, I do.
Okay. Who?
But I get what you mean though. Like, but I think it's because we forget that these celebrities that we look up to, they're just human.
Yeah.
They're just human with so much on their plate. It's human with wealth, money. They're people that don't get pleased by these normal things that we do now, because they're out there now. they're out there now, so they feel like they can't just do the normal things that we all do.
Mm-hmm.
But this is quite different to what Kat was saying. But I'm just saying, like, we look up to these people so much, but we know the power of money. We know the power of money. If one thing I pray for actually myself is like I pray for success. Yeah, I wanna be in a space where I'm very financially, stable. I can buy this for I can buy a house for my mom, buy a house for any of my friends, whatever. Yeah. But we forget to look into the idea of money, how that can change you. So I don't just pray for me to achieve the wealth. It's I also pray for, when I got it, can I still keep my soul? Soul, gotta keep your soul. Gotta stay pure.
Yeah.
Come back to the baseline of what it is to actually be a human being. So I'm curious for that. I'm excited. I'm excited for the whole thing. I'm gonna be a millionaire. You're gonna be a millionaire. You're gonna be a millionaire. Everyone's gonna be a millionaire. I feel like Oprah right now.
Yeah. You get a car. You get a car. We're all a millionaire on Solomon.
Hey, you never know. You never know.
You
But
never know.
on the
Yeah.
real note, though, but I think it's interesting how these people, but they also, I don't know. I don't want to get too much into it.
Yeah, but no, you want to be like the real King Solomon then, because what you want to actually be praying for is wisdom. Is
I want to be wise.
yeah, is the wisdom to
yeah.
know what to do with all of that. Like truthfully, I want to be successful. I don't necessarily think about money as in. Now, don't get me wrong. I like nice things. Everybody that knows me knows I like nice things. So I'm not gonna sit here and lie. But I don't. When I think about success, it's not for me. It's for the people that I love in my life. Everybody knows my love language is gifts. It's so that everyone's good.
Where is my Louis Vuitton bag?
Is that what you want? For your
Nah.
children?
I don't like gifts actually.
You don't like gifts?
Nah. But keep it going.
You actually don't like gifts?
It's a long story, but yeah, what were you saying? Your love language is gifts.
Yeah, and a lot of people think that's materialistic. But no, it doesn't. It's because in my mind, when I'm thinking of a gift, it's like, oh, I've thought about that person. Like, I thought about their reaction. Like, I get excited that they're going to feel good. It's going to change their day. So I feel like when somebody gives me a gift, it's like they were thinking the same thing. What is your love language?
Love language as in normal people or
Your
as
love
in partner,
language.
as in love partner.
Aren't they both the same?
Shit, like a partner is like like a girlfriend, or for like a
Okay, fine. We'll do like a girlfriend. We'll do the general public.
gifting is
friends.
definitely not my love language.
Okay.
I don't know how to gift.
Okay.
I don't know how to, cause I think
And you don't even know how to receive them?
I don't know. I don't enjoy receiving a gift because I don't know how to give the person back. Cause
Okay. So you feel like it's a pressure?
Yeah.
Okay.
Cause I growing up, I never it was never a thing that you look up to. There's always been bigger problems to worry about, like for our parents, or the most important thing. So, so like none of us even knew our birthdays back home. You know what I mean? But I know my birthday was in January. That's about it. But gifting has never been a thing. So if you gift me, give me some. I don't know how. I'm like, I literally get stuck in it. I'm like, what can I get this person? What do they want? Because even for me, I do fashion. Yeah, like I'm a fashion designer, so a lot of people will expect me to. Maybe they probably will think that I'll gift them with a piece, but for me, it's crazy. What's so crazy about it? I don't see value in any of this. This is crazy enough. Like I don't see value in anything materialistic. Like if I fuck with you, like if I think you're an amazing person. Like even my mom, like I don't even know how to give to my own mom. It's crazy,
You need to come ask for my help, Dad.
Honestly, like it's crazy. So normally I just give money, but it's like it's weird. It's weird. I don't know.
So then your love language is not gifts, clearly. So then from your friends and your family, what is it? Is it acts of service then?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So someone doing something for you means more than
100%.
someone giving something to you.
100%.
Okay,
Yeah,
fair enough.
yeah.
That makes sense. And then your partner?
No, I'm joking.
No.
No, no. I was. It's quite actually like what you said. It's quite the same. Like I don't. It's about service. I think. Um, would you go out of your way to do something for me, or is it me going out of my way to do something for them? I think that the actions speak louder. I think a gift can go to the shop. How much? 200. Boom. You come out. To me, that means nothing to me because honestly, not as much as I love fashion, as much as it's
I can
never gonna have any
so
value.
tell
Yeah.
that your love language is not gifts because even the way you're explaining it, so, I just went to the shop and I went bow. You know when I give a gift, you know how meticulous I have remembered what you said 6 months ago,
True.
and then I've literally pieced it together. So I remember at that time, I've remembered that you said you like that one little thing, and this is for anything, a partner, friends, family, sometimes even just people that have really done nice things for me, and I'm just like, you deserve something. That's when I'm like thinking, but acts of service does make sense. Like it is, I see exactly what you mean, and as I'm getting older, it is becoming my second love language more, because the more responsibility you get, the more it matters.
100%.
Yeah.
Mm. Look at that.
I thought you were gonna say physical touch though. Most men say physical touch.
Hey, I wasn't gonna take it there, but
You could have. It's like most men's responses.
well, I don't want to be a typical male, but yeah. Like,
Okay.
but if we talk about physical touch, it's not just touch, baby.
Okay. All right.
Let them know, but nah, I'm just joking. I'm playing, not really, but yeah. Nah, like, but gifts is definitely not it.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. Shit.
Okay.
Doesn't mean you come buy me.
So nobody should gift you. No, after hearing
Get me,
this,
give me,
nobody ain't
give
gonna
me,
get
give
you
me a gallon,
ish.
give me a gallon of water,
Yeah.
because water is like necessity. I'm fucking around, honestly. Can we swear?
Yeah.
Alright.
I might beep a couple things.
Yeah,
So
do
you
it.
don't demonetize.
Yeah, easy.
Yeah, so you don't demonetize, but yeah.
Yeah.
Um, yeah. So that's interesting then, because your love language, which bringing it back, I guess, to like a psychological level, everyone's kind of stems from childhood. Because you're saying, like, with the way that you grew up, like, there were bigger things to worry about. Like, that wasn't the thing.
Yeah.
Versus my dad is the kind of person where he keeps his word so much that he'll say no and then give it to you anyway. So I would be like, just I'm a kid, I'm calling dad. Oh, dad, are you coming home from work? Can you get me a lollipop? No. Oh, okay. Comes back and brought me back 5. Oh, dad, I really liked that ripstick like thing. Nah, not gonna get it for you now. Comes back, gets it. So,
Yeah.
yeah, it's interesting now that you're saying it. I'm really seeing like how it relates on a childhood
Yeah, for
level.
sure. I think when I was a kid, yeah, there's a lot of things that I wanted. A lot of things that you're a kid, you wanna. Aha, that's cool.
All right.
50, that's like the 50 cent thing.
Yeah, go on.
But there's like a lot of things that I wanted as a kid, and I never had it.
Yeah.
So I grew out of it to a point where it completely like, yeah, it's cool. So I think even when I came to Australia, I was still 12, like, but by that time, because the condition that I was raised in, the environment where I grew up, it's like it forces you to grow up. Just gotta be a man, like
Yeah.
from a very young age. So I just learned to live, not to be a kid, because you gotta, shit, it's a different environment, you gotta do
Yeah.
things differently. So by the time I came here, I felt like I was already an adult in a way. So I didn't.
And what
want to
age
watch.
was that for the
I was
public?
12. I was only 12
Yeah.
actually. So I was super young.
Yeah.
But in a way, I
You were
didn't.
a kid.
I didn't even like any cartoon, anything. I want to watch people,
Wow.
because like we were watching like what you call it, R18, R-rated movies or whatever. We're watching all that shit. But that was like mostly like the war movies
Yeah.
and shit like that. But So coming here, I'm like, I don't want to do all that childish shit. But
Mm.
now it's crazy. Now that I'm like, because now we're old enough to kind of analyze those patterns. I'm like, oh,
Mm.
why am I? What's the rush of being an adult?
Yeah.
I'm an adult now.
Yeah,
I don't like
exactly.
it. So it's good, and also like it makes a big difference having younger siblings. So it's almost now you practice your childhood through your siblings. Like they want something like, oh, they want to go to this spot. I'm like, oh, let's go when does those ride the first wheel, whatever the what do you call it?
The Ferris wheel or roller coasters.
First, they'll be like not a festival, but it's like
Your Ferris wheel is a
yeah, the first
circle that goes
wheel.
around.
You know when there's like they'll do like an event. There's like an
Yeah.
event and there's like first wheel. Uh,
Amusement park.
I mean, not necessarily amusement, like amusement park, but
Yeah.
like
The
there's
ones that come into town.
yeah,
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 yeah, yeah.
yeah. So
Like a
those
carnival.
yeah, the carnivals, yeah, like when there's
Yeah.
carnivals and shit like that. I'm like, if I drive past this one near my, not far from where we live, I'm like, oh shit. So I pull up. I'm like, yo, who wanna go?
Yeah.
It's almost I want to go because I also don't want I don't want them to miss these moments. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
it's like a lot of moments that I miss growing up. I'm like, don't miss this moment. Like,
Yeah.
yo, you wanna do all this shit.
Yes.
Because I know you're gonna be an adult soon, and you're gonna have bigger responsibilities, other things to worry about. Then for now, you're a kid. Be a kid.
Yeah.
Enjoy it. Yeah.
Yeah. You sound like a cool uncle.
No, I am. I'm the coolest uncle apparently.
Yes.
Yeah, coolest
Yeah.
uncle. Cool
Oh
uncle.
no.
Nah,
All
okay,
right. All right.
nah, appreciate it.
Yeah. No, it is true. Like on my last pod with Lani, we did say adulting is a scam. It's like from actually a really early age, all I wanted to do was be an adult. That was all I like. And to be honest, I I wouldn't. My dad, I remember him saying to me so many times, I think because he always used to feel like I always wanted to advance further. He's like,
Yeah.
Gina, high school is your best years, your best. That's actually a lie for me. I actually feel like these are my best years. I do love being an adult, but I love the essence of childhood. Now, I don't know if I'm baiting myself out by saying this, but the other day, because something I loved to do when I was a kid was go on the swing.
Oh.
And the other day, I had a block. I couldn't think, and I was trying to be creative, and I was trying to think of an idea. So I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna go
Go for a
on a,
swing.
on a swing.
Swing.
So I'm like looking left and right, checking that there's no one there at the park.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was like my first time in years, and it
True.
does feel good. Like when you're a kid, you just don't care. Like there's so many things. Do you know that's why kids learn languages so quickly? Because when you're an adult and you worry about how you're pronouncing things, if you're going to say something wrong, how's it going to look? But when you're a kid, you just
Very, very true.
don't, and nobody cares really. Like kids mispronounce things all the time. Oh, okay,
It's
whatever.
kids.
Yeah, exactly. So there is that essence that like is really good, but it is crazy because of the lifestyle that you've lived that you did have to grow
Yeah,
up.
I think for 2024, I want to be a kid again.
Yeah.
I can make a mistake and fuck up and be like, you're just a kid.
Ah,
I want to be a kid
nah.
again.
Not at the big age of a quarter of a century.
All right.
A
Back it down
dime
now, mate.
pay, a dime,
Back it down now,
a
mate.
dime piece. 25 is a sexy age, though.
I know. I mean, but I've been sexy the whole time. Though. That's the problem. It's like 25 is a sexy age. Yo, I've been sexy since I was 17. Like, what are we doing? Like, shit. So I guess I'm just I don't know, ticking the boxes, I guess.
Oh, okay.
Nah, I'm joking. But 25 is like, it's interesting because like, I think when I was in high school, I had this goal of mine by the time I'm 25, like, you know, I've accomplished this, I've accomplished that. You know, there's so much things that, you know, that you put for yourself that a lot of goals as a kid, you know? But you become an adult and get to see life for what it is and you're like, all right, cool. These dreams are still achievable, but maybe things take more time than what society put out there to be, or what social media put out there to be. Things actually do take time.
Yeah.
Like a lot of people, social media is like It's crazy. It's a lot of people that claim to be millionaires on social media, they're not in real life. A lot of people that live in that lifestyle in real life on social media, they're not. It's not real life. It's all everyone is using that high, living that high life as a in terms of a business. People are watching that like, oh, this person is going. It seems like they've accomplished enough. It seems like they've met enough. So I should follow this person. I should subscribe to this channel. I should do this. I should do. But for I'm 25 next week. I I can say I have some experience under my belt. So we can all say that now.
Yeah.
But it's like you know, becoming an adult is about planning things right, planning things the right way, not just setting a goal for this age. I have this. No, can we not? Because that's a big goal. That's a. Can we plan how weekly task, monthly task? A month from now, I did it and break it down. Do it thoroughly. Then just focusing on the year, because that's a lot of pressure. Because like time, as we said before, time is going very fast. As soon as you know it, you're there. Shit, nothing's been done. What have I done wrong? Oh, I'm a loser. Oh, this is it's not right. No, so just plan your things right and just be patient with it. Because, like, honestly, adulting is like you say, it is a fucking scam, isn't it? Like, because there was so much that was put to us when we were young kids. So the expectations were so high. But we're here, as long as we're alive, one day at a time. A good plan set. Yo, just keep it flowing. Keep it pushing like a scooter, like my little brother say.
Yes, sir. Going with it. But no, everything you said was 100% correct. And I love that you are a man. I love that you're a black man saying it, because I remember I had a meeting last year with someone, and they were speaking specifically on the fact they were telling me to slow down. Because I was thinking big, and I was thinking big quickly, and I was like, it needs to be done by this time. And they said, Gina, you need to relax. Because I remember I put myself into a depression. I think actually by the time he was 25, because I was like, I need to be this, and this by this age. And now he's in his 30s, and he's really successful. And he looks back and he thinks, those are wasted years. Like, that's wasted enjoyment that I could have had for myself, because it was all going to work out. The only person that ruined it for myself was me. And my biggest problem is patience. I definitely feel like last year bettered me. I still have ways to go, but it bettered me in being able to be more patient, more realistic with timelines, like you're saying. Plan things, and also accept not everything's gonna go to plan, but that
100%.
is the beauty of life. Because if we
100%.
knew everything that was gonna go to plan, where is the excitement? Where is the adventure? Where is the
Preach. Okay.
essence? Now, God, I know you're listening to this. Don't be adding too many curveballs. That's not what I'm saying.
That's enough self-improvement.
I had enough of them last year. Maybe this year we can go a bit more to plan.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Now, for sure, what you're saying is very, very right. Like, yeah, it's just interesting how things are. I think, for me, I can say last year was last year was last year. You know what I mean? Like, and but for last year I went through my, like, as we spoke on the last thing. I went through that was the most challenging time for me, but it was the best year in terms of growth, personal growth. So, how we look at failure and how we look at success has to, like, is it failure if I found my soul? Is that really a failure? Or is it really success if you're to win it financially, and then but you lost everything, every other aspect of yourself? So I think success is very interesting to I think, because everyone is chasing success. I want to be successful, success. A lot that comes with it. Like, there's so much that comes with it.
And success looks different to every person.
And it looks different to every person. You know what I mean? That's the thing about the idea of now. There's people that worship influencers, people that watch someone they see online. Oh, this is great. Oh, they love not be great. Oh, it actually might be great for that person actually living that life. But that's for them. That's them. They're a certain individual. There's 8 billion people in the world, yeah? And everyone is fucking unique. Everyone is different. So, this is another person from across the world, another unique being that you're watching. Yes, you're inspired by their work. Yes, inspired by the life they live, but that's them. That's not you. You know, that's why a lot of people you have all that goal. You want to make it. I want to live that lifestyle. When you make it, you don't want to live that lifestyle like that person you looked up to,
No.
because that is not you.
Yeah.
So, what does success mean to you? I think that's a question that everyone has to ask themselves too.
Absolutely. And what it means to you is what you'd have to go through. Because I remember friends a few people have said this to me in my lifetime. They're like, Gina, you're so lucky. Just good things happen to you, blah, blah, blah. And they do. I am blessed. I'm not going to sit here and say that they haven't. But some crazy things have happened. So sometimes I think when people say that, just remember that everyone's bucket is different and their load, each one has their load to carry. And that's a biblical verse. And when I say that, it's so true. You can look at someone and go, oh my gosh, I want their life. Da, 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 da. But when you get it and what they have to carry for it, you might not want it no more. You might be like, what I was having was actually pretty good. Take me back. And it was so interesting what you were saying, because you were saying, was it a failure? You found your soul. And there is something interesting that Lauryn Hill said that I actually saw just last night. And she was saying, I don't know if you've ever heard this, but she's saying life is full of peaks and valleys, so ups and downs. But she says, I don't call them ups and downs. I call it lessons and mastering. So you're going to lesson and you're going to master. And that is actually so true, because if you look at any hard time, anyone that's become something and hasn't been defeated by an adversity, when you look at any hard time, if you really ask them, for majority of the time, we're going to talk about extreme things, but for the majority, they'll say, yeah, I'll do it again to be the person that I am today. So I really do feel that life is lessons and mastering.
For sure. That is actually very, very beautiful.
It was.
Lauryn Hill.
Yeah.
Talking about Lauryn Hill, I saw her a couple of months ago. Promised Lands. Yeah, it was amazing. Oh man, that day I was like shitless, feeling sexy. Oh man, Lauryn Hill came on. She was like, the last performance. She was closing that night. I was there. I'm like, wow. But to be quite honest, like watching Lauryn Hill perform was like, this is like an artist, like crazy, even from everything. Yeah, there's people that are so great at what they do, and just gotta watch and just admire the greatness. I want to be great, but I admire Lauryn Hill. Amazing. It was amazing. That performance was uplifting in a way. I saw there was so much power, literally through every word she pronounced, everything she say. It's like, and that's the power of like that. That it is an influencer. See, Lauryn Hill is an influencer. That is what you call an influencer. Not what we have today. These people don't have nothing to say. I'm not just so you know. I'm not taking. I'm not shutting down everyone is bright. I'm talking about the majority of it, but I'm just talking about what's real, what we see.
Yeah.
You know, and closer, what we see. Yeah, like the influence that we see in terms of, because the term is overused and there's no use for the actual person who has the word. It's like being called a pastor and you're preaching the word. You preach it. You know what I mean? Like, so I think people have to truly think about the people that they're constantly watching over and over, because as human, we adapt through the information that we currently receiving. As human, we are very simple. We're simple species, and you can only be extraordinary when you look outside the box. When you do things differently. Don't be like this. Don't be like everyone. Make your own choices. Make the right choices that actually get the right information that actually grows you as a person, but not that the information doesn't take you the other way around. So I think it's interesting.
Anyway, I wanted to ask you a question.
Yeah.
Do you think by the public you're misunderstood?
Oh, very.
Yes.
Very, of course. Yeah, I've always. And to be quite fair, I don't want to be understood necessarily. I think the last thing I want is for a person to truly know me. Not, I'm not saying I'm a bad person. I'm just I just know people enough to people people can hate you through information only, the truth. They can use the truth, what they know about you, and flip it around and hurt you. I don't trust people. So I think I'm a very social person. You know, I'm
Solomon is an extremely social person. Don't walk down the street with this man that you'll be talking to the garbage truck, the woman watering her lawn,
yeah.
the man taking his dog for a walk. What should have been a 5 minute walk will turn into a 30-minute walk.
Hey, a good
I'm a
walk is a
nice
walk.
person, okay? I will say that. But you are nice and social. But anyway, continue.
Yeah, but I'm social. But like, I was, you know, give people. I love showing love, like to
Yeah.
people. I want to give good energy. Like, can you imagine you meet someone and like as you're there, you're like, "Ah, I don't want to be anymore. For me, I'm like, just want to bring lights, energy. How you doing? Like all that thing. But I think with one thing I've done that I think what I do very well with myself is like I can never let you truly I can never let you know who I am because I know so many people and I know I trust people to be people and people make bad decisions. We all do.
Do you believe in good people?
Huh? I believe in good people. There's good people, but there's a few good people. Then there's.
Okay.
I mean, it might be 50-50, to be honest, but
Okay.
it's like, you trust people to be people. But how do you know who's trustworthy? How do you tell all these things? Because, like, the last thing, because someone can give you the best smile, the best hug you ever had.
You have one of the most angelic smiles I've ever seen.
Okay, now.
And now I'm not just saying that to rub his ego
All
because
right. Hey, we
there's
done
an
it.
angel in the sheep. There could be a devil in angel's clothing. You're not, but you do. So keep going. Yeah.
No, not for sure. But I thank you. I mean, you
Yeah.
have a beautiful smile, too.
Yeah, thank you. I've said this to you before, so it's not
said
new.
that to you
It's
too.
not, yeah.
But it's like I can have this angelic smile when I see
Yeah.
you, but after you're gone, I can come and say the most bogus shit about you, and that's the people that we live with. But how do you tell who's the right person?
You can
who's
tell
not?
with me.
I know with you. I'm talking about the majority. How can you really
Yeah.
tell for everyone? So it's best to give everyone just enough of you, just enough of,
Yes.
but don't let them come too close because
Yeah.
you gotta protect your heart. You gotta protect who you are because these people they'll work double shift
Yeah.
to fucking break it down. So
No,
I
I
give
believe
I
that.
just you gotta give a
Sometimes even your
yeah.
best friends, even the ones you think that love you, are the ones that want to break you.
And the only person who can truly hurt you is someone who's close to you.
Yeah, that's
Because they know
true.
enough.
I learned that. I've learned that.
Yeah.
I learned that the hard way. It's really interesting because you do have the key. I don't know if it's me. People like to say I don't believe in star signs or whatever. I don't. But there
All
is
I
one
believe
thing.
is I'm a star.
Okay.
No signs.
We were
here.
talking about
I'm
me.
joking, I'm joking.
But yeah, I can't fake it for anything. And people have been saying this since I was a little girl. My mom, the trouble I used to get, especially when guests would come over, you know if I don't like you. My face says it. Oh, now, okay, yes, people do say I have RBF, but if you actually do get in a conversation with me and I am smiling at you and I'm engaged, because I used to have friends that used to be in conversations and they'll come back to me and they'll be like, Gina, why didn't you save me? And I was like, why didn't you walk away? I did. Believe it. If I don't want to be in a
gone, bitch.
conversation,
Nah,
if I don't want to be in a conversation with you, I'm not. If you don't think I like you, you'll know. If I mess with you, you'll know because I love hard and I don't hate anyone, but I can be indifferent hard too. But one thing I did want to say about Solomon's misconception, and he doesn't give a crap if I do say this. You are actually a very kind-hearted individual. Not to say he's perfect, okay? Everybody has their flaws, and you have your own.
Whole lot of flaws. Whole lot of flaws.
And you have your own. But let me give you your flowers for a second. There are things that you do in private, not for people to see and not for people to judge. Because honestly, when he does say that he doesn't care what people think, and many people might look at this interview and be like, oh, he's confident, maybe a little cocky, maybe a little this. But he genuinely does have one of the biggest hearts I have ever seen. Because the things that he does when people aren't watching, I feel like that's the biggest thing. Because when people are watching, people put on the front for anything. But when people aren't watching, I think that's when it really shows your character. Because then it's only you, God, and one witness.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
The heck? I wasn't expecting
Such honesty?
kind words. I don't know. Thank you. It really means a lot. I'm not very good with compliments, but it does mean a lot. It does mean a lot.
All right, well, let's move on to the next thing.
Yeah.
Let's talk about something that I actually really wanted to talk to you about. And I won't make this a whole conversation because there is a whole conversation on the Wumi Bello show. She does it with Dami. But Dami is someone like you. No, you're not the same. There are no two people alike. But very expressive with his style, does what he wants, and he has been called sassy and flamboyant, which you have before. Do you feel a type of ways when people say you're okay? He's a sassy guy because he cares about his fashion, and
I don't get sassy a lot, but I get a lot of other words.
I mean, sassy's not a very Australian thing. Sassy's more like the UK kind of
sassy, you know?
banter.
I got some sass.
There's like another guy on TikTok, and I wish I could remember his name, but he gets the same. Fake Ryan Seacrest, not Ryan Seacrest. I don't know if you've ever seen him. He gets a similar.
I'm not really on TikTok like that.
Yeah.
I'm grown. I'm 25.
Okay. The lies you tell.
Next week.
Yeah. But yeah, sorry. Continue.
I don't know. I get a lot of people because I especially I live in Brisbane. Yeah, to be honest, put Brisbane aside. People talk about Sydney and Melbourne for this to be the fashion capitals. Man, I go there. I see without being too cocky, but shit, there's just a level of fashion that I do that these people cannot in terms of dressing and just putting that shit on, la sapologia, as Congolese people call it. I love to dress up. You know what I mean? So, I love to look good. I want to. See, I'm not from a place where I could afford any of these things. I'm not from a place where I had the clothes. I wanted the clothes. I wanted to dress it. Now I can. So, but for Brisbane or for Australia, I would say, everywhere I go, either people are like, oh, they think I'm gay or like flamboyant. They're not sure. People, and I've heard all sorts of comments.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm talking hundreds. This is not
like your sexuality being linked to your fashion. Basically,
It's so, but for over time, I think 2017, 2018. This one I was like 2017, 2018. This one I was like doing really good in modeling. This one I was 18, 19.
Yeah.
This one I just thought it was very new in Brisbane. Yeah, the industry was very new. So. Yeah, as I was saying, but now, when I started modeling and doing fashion design in Brisbane, it was so new. It was a foreign industry for these people, and I remember at that time, everyone that I met that knew me from Instagram, they meet me in real life. They're like, oh, wait. Oh, so you're not gay? We thought you were, and for me, and that time I've only been here a couple of years in Australia, so I didn't even know such thing even exists. So to be put in that position as a young straight man, I don't like it. See, don't do it. I think I was raised differently. I do things differently, and to be in a spot where people think very differently of you is But now I understand though, because I'm grown now. I understand because no one else does it like how we do.
No.
See, like it's like for you to dress this good, to wear these boots, to wear that belt. You know what I mean? To wear that scarf, those earrings, anything, the beret. Nah, it's a symbol of power. You know, I can do that. I'm a straight male, and I have the confidence to wear what I want, and you know, what's the word? Express myself in the most fashionably way where I can, and it's very easy to see that now. But now, like people now things are changing now. It's like because now the fashion industry has gone out now, and everyone want to have a piece of that cake. You know what I mean? In terms of the fashion industry, they wanna everyone want to be a fashion model now. Everyone want to be a stylist. Everyone want to be a fashion enthusiast. But back then it was quite different. Until now, to be honest, like, every time I've gone out, at least one encounter. Every time, and this I'm talking about since I was 18, and it's been so many. But over now, it's slightly dimming down because people are finally getting it's just fashion. It's fashion. People can actually can wear a see-through shirt. You can just be yourself. But yeah, it's interesting.
Did that have an effect on your psyche? Is there any point where when you were young, or were you always confident enough to know, like, I'm gonna do me regardless?
It did.
Yeah.
It did. I'm confident enough to say that I'm always gonna do me, but like it did have a sort of like little impact on my psyche to a level where I'm like, man, I can't just be me. I can't be seen as just me, someone who just love fashion, but without people putting me in this group. You know what I mean? And but as a girl, I'm just learning to make peace with it. It's just fashion. It's just fashion. Fashion is the illusion within these people's thought when they first have a glance at me. It's just fashion because the fashion is not what the straight male. The majority of male here, people don't dress up here. So
No.
I understand that, but shit, I understand, but I don't like it.
I came from the UK and we couldn't find a thing to wear. Like, you're talking about Melbourne and Sydney as your capitals, and if you get someone that lives in Europe, they're like, I don't know how you dress. To this day, to this day, my favorite labels are outside of Australia. If you're gonna get something, because not gonna lie, like some of you shopping centers and you labels are lazy. You just be doing the same dress with a
Copy and
different
paste.
print.
Control C,
every
Control V
season.
for my honestly,
There
every
ain't
season
one.
same shit.
I worked at Dish when I left school, so when I was 17 to now, I'm gonna be 25 this year with you, and and I still see the same dress, copy and paste, different print.
100%.
So it isn't crazy or far off to think that obviously with your style and doing something different and being out there that people confuse the two because they want to relate sexuality to look. But I do agree with you that more and more it is becoming maybe not so. Australia still has its way to go because it is behind in different ways in comparison to Europe and America. But yeah, definitely men are now allowed to express themselves in different ways.
Yeah.
Now, look, I'm okay with the fashion.
Yeah.
And actually, I'm really okay with a manicure. I saw Joe Budden with the Nicki Minaj interview. Guys,
Oops.
go get it.
All right, guys.
Go,
You like that?
go,
You like that?
yeah.
You like that?
Go get it. But when it comes to now, you want to be the prize. That's why I draw the freaking line.
What do you mean?
Men are not the prize, and I just don't believe it. I'm not taking away from. Ugh, gosh, I have to explain myself so carefully when I say what I say. I believe in the male role. I wholeheartedly do in a heterosexual relationship.
Yeah.
However, the Bible says very clearly, a man that finds a wife finds a good wife finds a good thing. It never says a man that finds a husband finds a good thing. And the psychology behind it is so vast. Like my uncle used to be a really avid golfer. My uncles in Australia. So I've been to some of the best country clubs ever. All of those men have beautiful, and when I say beautiful, I'm not talking about your Instagram baddie kind of wives. I'm talking about beautiful, educated, not to
But
demean the Instagram
but
baddie. I love you, girls. I
are
love
those
you.
beautiful? Those girls country club. Are they still bodies though? Are they still bodies?
They are.
They beautiful. Are they bodies? I want bodies. bodies.
This nigga. I'm gonna have to bleep that. Bleep.
No, sorry, I'm sorry.
What I'm trying to say is, and where our generation is falling real short, real quick, and how we're going downhill real fast is a lot of the time you're getting it confused. You're not the prize. And I was having a conversation, and I can't wait to have a conversation and have an older man here to show you what it looks like when you think that you're the prize and what it looks like when you're 50 and you don't have kids in one house and it ain't looking the same and you're wishing that you had made different decisions. Men need to honor women. You need to respect them better, and you need to respect black women more, okay? And I'm talking about the Jonathan Majors, and who was it else? Who Cat Williams said.
Why you gotta bring in my boy Jonathan Majors?
Because you wanted a white woman to be like not Kamala Harris, to be, I can't remember the other one, but Michelle Obama. Were you out of your mind?
Oh, you watched the interview, hey?
I watched it and I listened to the recordings way before
Yeah.
it even came out.
Yeah.
My point of the matter is, in this society, men play their role and they play their role well. I'm not doubting it. I'm not a woman that's going to say that we wouldn't have civilization without a man or this,
For sure.
and that. But Steve Harvey said it best. Without the world wouldn't go round. Men
What's
wouldn't.
I want to hear what the
Men wouldn't. Stop trying to get me demonetized.
I'm having a conversation with you, and I don't understand.
Pussy. Without pussy, the world for a heterosexual man wouldn't
100%.
go round. And I'm not just talking about the fact that now that you can get it wherever you want, because honestly, there is so much accessibility. I'm talking about that good quality, that woman that is not only beautiful but smart. There, to this day, nobody takes in. I've been in some really big rooms. Nobody takes into account that men that of a certain caliber, who all earn a certain tax bracket and who all have certain values, all marry the same kind of woman. And if you don't understand the kind of woman I'm talking about, go try to become a politician. Go to a golf course. Go talk to your Fortune 500 dealers and see who they're messing with on a real level. I'm talking about having their kids and doing all of this, because men love crazy. And I was actually having a conversation with a woman that wants to get proposed to after 10 years. Men love crazy at the start because it's fun and it's sexy. Men love peace more than anything when you have been battling with the world and you want to come home. Now, I'm not trying to say I'm a perfect woman by any means. I'm just trying to put you on game, because when you're 10 years down and you're looking for the ring and you're wondering why, and he's saying, I can't deal with your attitude, there's a reason. And before I even finish that, I don't take advice on relationship from TikTok. I don't take advice from, that's the worst place, and I hate it the most, and I say it to my girls all the time. If you want real advice, go talk to your grandmother, go talk to your mother, who are married and have been married for a long time. And I know that we want better marriages these days, and I know that things do need to change. But on a real level, if that's where you want to get advice, that's where I'd get it from. Just wanted to finish it there.
Interesting. I like that. No, you're very right about.
You just saying that because you're sitting here with a female?
No, maybe. No, but you, when you're talking about being in these rooms where there's the people that are actually successful, country clubs, and see their wives, it's quite different. You're right. I've seen that too. I think, but I feel sorry for the young girls now. You see, how they take what if with what they think men want. Fuck what men want. To be honest, it should be. See, we go out, see it's gonna be crazy. No, not just going out. Even on Insta, let's just talk about Instagram. See, it's we live in a world where everything is focused on now. Now is very short, but what's ahead is long, and for the important, the truly important things that can happen, it's gonna happen in the future. The most important things a person can ever do in this lifetime is to I think one of the most important things to have kids, have your own family, keep it going. Like let's say our parents didn't want to, we wouldn't be here. Like there's no life, there's no future without kids, without people. So I think people focus too much into now. They want to get the praise now. They want to be seen as bodies now. It's like, yo, baby, yo, you got 5 years from now, you're not gonna be a body. Plus, at this age, I'm 25 now, but like, fuck, since I turned 18, that's 7 years. I've seen a lot. I've seen I've seen girls that were bodies when I was 18. Now, I wouldn't give a second look at them. Not saying that I'm anything special, but it's like it's the concept of life. It's like, yo, shit, you gotta get your shit together. You gotta come back to your morals, things that are true, things that the lessons that will stick with you, like how you carry yourself and the decision that you make, you actually go a long way within your life. So treat yourself as a woman, treat yourself as with most respect. These niggas aren't worth it. I'm not worth it. I'm talking about I am niggas too. Like honestly, like for girls 18, 19, 20, and then it's like, yo, just focus on your bag, like focus on
And your brains.
your brain. I want to pay your
And
bag.
your morals.
I want to say you focus on your bag. I mean, your
Yeah.
brain, your education. Just do that. Because honestly, those people the men that get successful, that are actually successful, they're not just going to look at your body. Like, they want someone who can raise their children. They want someone who can, they need a mother, someone who can, no, it's just more than that. Can you keep a conversation? Can you, there's so much to it, like, but I think we're losing ourselves in this social media world with what we think is acceptable, what we think is cool. But as we know now, the people that were cool in high school, they're not cool now. I
Yeah.
mean, except me. I was cool in high school. I was. Nah, I'm joking. But you know what I mean. Like
Yeah.
the girls that were hot in high school, now it's quite a different story. So I think it's important for for everyone to just keep having a reality check with all of us. Like even we all got work to do. We all got improve. But we have to truly look ourselves in the mirror and see what we're doing, and see which part needs improvement. I think is important.
I absolutely wholeheartedly agree.
Before we go further, can you please describe to the people what promiscuous mean?
Okay, so promiscuity is like sleeping around, sleeping with multiple men, um, casual sex, casual hookup culture, what we have now. And a lot of the time it's been fed to women that, it's liberation, it's freeing your body, you can do what you want for your body. But I'm
What?
just saying, with the conversations I've had, especially with younger women, it's more so to please the man or to keep the man or to hope that he will fall in love with you. So the scam of it all is that most of the time it doesn't happen, and your body count goes higher and higher and higher because you've been thinking that this is working for you. And to a degree, there's even a psychological aspect of it that you desensitize. And when you desensitize, you no longer, you're thinking, I've been screwed over so many times. F it. I'm just gonna do what I want. I'm gonna play who I want. When so many, and I can't speak for all women. I can't, because I don't know every woman's journey. But for a lot of them, and for the ones that I know, all they want to do is be loved, appreciated, and held by one man, not a bag. So when she was like, "Oh, promiscuity is a scam," I was like, "Girl, I already knew that. I could have told you that for free." So bringing it back, what was I saying before?
We're talking about women, young women.
Oh yeah, young women that, I just think, yeah, don't fall into this. Don't grow up too fast. Like, I see a lot of you in the body cons and doing things. Like we said at the start of the podcast, you will be an adult for a long time. You will be a child for a short time. And in the interview I spoke about before, when I said desirability. Desirability will be there. And you know what? Most of the time, like I said, you only really care about that one person. Being a kid, having your innocence is only for a short time. And like he said, F these men. You only need that one good one. And when you do find him, he will do everything and anything to keep you in his life. So, yeah, when I look, if you find freedom and liberation in showing your body, do you. But just remember, like Solomon said, there is more than a now. Start thinking about 5 years, 20 years, 30 years. Because I know that there are even some women, and I know some people might comment back, oh, yeah, but these are the kind of men that, come to us because they want to screw because their wife. I dare you to ask him to leave his wife. I dare you to say, I'm a snitch on you, and how quick that man will block you and not claim you and have your ass looking stupid. I dare you, because you put a lot of pressure on the fact that you gave your body away. He didn't give Jack. He might have given you a couple change or something, but the woman that he shares a household with, that he wants to give his life to, all of this, I dare you to threaten that and see what happens. It won't look great on you.
Wow. Very well spoken. That's very true. It's very, very true.
So we've been speaking for a while now, but I wanted to wrap it up and say, we know that you're turning 25 next week.
Yep.
And we know that you were just on Raf's podcast talking about how you like donuts. So I'm going to do a little word on the road. You're the birthday boy. Don't be shy on your birthday boy. Sitting in the club because you didn't want to come. So I bought a couple donuts for the birthday boy.
Oh, okay.
Hey, he's the birthday boy.
What?
Do what you want on your birthday boy.
Girl, I want to drink on my birthday. Oi, what the?
And I don't celebrate birthdays, so, I'm just giving him a little something.
Oh, so this is a gift.
It's a gift. Yeah, you got your donut. And I'm a woman of my word. If you've watched Solomon's podcast, I said to you, now it's not Christmas, but I said I would get you a therapy session. I got you one. So your boy's going to therapy. You know this is the Smile Back podcast. You know that we joke and we have a good time and we talk about the stigmas of life and everything. But on a real note, I want all our brothers and sisters to be in a good place, to be happy and healthy and wealthy mentally and in their bank accounts. So, yes, I promise that I'll give you a therapy session.
Wow. I don't know. I don't know how to receive gifts.
Yes.
But fuck. That is. Thank you.
There are some things we're going to have to go through after the pod
sure.
and through the week, obviously, because things like this are not as simple as just gifting someone,
100%.
unfortunately. But, we'll definitely be doing that and sorting that out for you, because everybody should go to therapy. Everybody should go to therapy. And when you find that one therapist, let me tell you, the way that you love them and value them is crazy. Like, I can't wait to see my therapist. I'm going on Monday. We got a lot to talk about. We got a lot to talk about.
I actually did that. Thank you. First of all, thank you a lot.
You're welcome.
For as much as I know now to what happened last year, as I said before, I was like, yo, if it was a moment I should have gone to podcast. It was like, podcast. I should go into therapy last year for what was happening that time, but until now I'm like, I'm gonna start, but I was not going to be honest. Like, I think I'm still just like every other person who go through shit and they just think that they can fix it on themselves.
This is the Small Back enterprise. Like, this is what we're about. And obviously, on a deeper note, I do care about you, but as a whole, like this is what we're here for. It's for everybody to feel good. So yeah, I can't wait for you to go. I can't wait for your journey. I wanna see when you're a couple sessions deep what you think. Will you be addicted like me? So to end
hope
this
not.
on a
Nah,
wellness note, we're gonna do a shot.
Oh yeah.
We're not gonna be showing the brands because hey,
Yeah.
I'm not sponsored.
Yeah, this one says focus. I want to be
This
focused on
one-
this therapy. I'm not focused on my
Focus
mental
on
health.
2024.
I'm not focused on success. This is a sex of mind.
Oh my
You gotta be
gosh.
successful in mind first, and everything's gonna fall apart. Oh, whoa.
I hope you gave
Slippery.
it a shake before you opened it.
I did. Is this
Alright.
alcohol in there?
Nah, this is pure goodness.
Cheers.
Cheers.
You quite saw them, mate.
My one was bigger than yours.
Mate. Quite.
No,
actually.
yep. All right. Well, thank you guys for tuning into the Smile Back podcast. Is there anything you want to plug before we leave?
I want to apply one thing. Love yourself. And treat yourself like a king or a queen that you are. That's it.
Okay. Where can people find you on socials?
You can find me at Salomon. Oh, actually, I forgot. Salomon. What's that?
I'll
Oh,
have it
Salomon
on the
_
page.
Lukonga. You write it down. They're not gonna know how to find
If
that.
you're not watching on the YouTube, have a look on the YouTube. I'll plug it and I'll put it in the description bar of Spotify.
Yay!
Yes. All
Cheers.
right. Have a good one.
Smile back, baby. Smile back.
Enjoy your day, guys.